Yo, what is good, folks? It's your boy Sports PSP. Hope everyone's enjoying a fantastic day, man. The Los Angeles Chargers, oh my God, they got embarrassed by the Houston Texans. And coming into that game, look, I had the Los Angeles Chargers only because of their defense. I thought Justin Herbert coming in would be the better quarterback than CJ Stroud because CJ Stroud has been off to a sophomore slump. And if you look at Justin Herbert, he had a horrendous game. Horrendous game. 14 of 32, 242 yards. He was sacked 4 times, 1 touchdown pass, and 4 interceptions. Um, Herbert became the first quarterback. You got to go back to Stan Humphries in 1995 to throw 4 interceptions in a playoff game. Look, Justin Herbert was awful. And the turning point I thought in the game against I'll talk about Herbert later on, but the turning point in the game for the Houston Texans was the bobbled snap by CJ Stroud, in which he recovered and later threw a 34-yard pass to Xavier Hutchinson. Mind you, they started at the 1 yard line. The 1 yard line. And in that drive, it culminated to the touchdown pass to Nico Collins, in which, by the way, Nico Collins played exceptional. 7 catches, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. He looked at it from the standpoint, look, no Stephon Diggs, no Tank Dell. Psh, I got this. And that's what Nico Collins did, and that's why he made the Pro Bowl this season. Also, he played for my Michigan Wolverines. Shout out to Nico Collins. And also, I also love me some OU, Oklahoma Sooners. Joe Mixon, 25 carries, 106 yards, 1 touchdown. And also with CJ Stroud, 6 carries, 42 yards. That was also very big with CJ Stroud. He did have that 27-yard run, which led to a field goal in order for the Houston Texans to take a 10-6 lead before halftime. So I thought it was important for CJ to use his legs just in case if he needed to, because CJ is mobile enough. But back to Justin Herbert. He was awful. Like I said, first time since you got to go back to 1995, going back to Stan Humphries for a Chargers quarterback to throw 4 interceptions in a game. Justin Herbert cannot get a pass. And look, I watched Undisputed World Champ. Shout out to my guy, Undisputed World Champ. And he talked about the tragedy in Los Angeles with the wildfires. First and foremost, hearts, condolences, and prayers go to those in Los Angeles. And look, even though you could make a point that, with the wildfires, how could the team focus, pay attention, but still, playoff football. You got to be able to compartmentalize, put that aside, and focus on the task at hand. And look, you just got to give credit to the better team, Houston's defense. I talked about this as well as with Champ, with the addition of Danielle Hunter, with Will Anderson Jr., and they went after Justin Herbert in that game. Oh, the Houston Texans defensive line, give credit to DeMeco Ryans. Considering the fact that he knows defense and he's a former Houston Texan as a football player, look, he's been the best thing for that organization with CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. But with Justin Herbert, his performance, man, I cannot give him a pass. He doesn't deserve any passes or any excuses because, look, man, he doesn't have Brandon Staley anymore as his head coach. He has Jim Harbaugh. Justin Herbert is the best quarterback that Jim Harbaugh has had since Andrew Luck, going back to Jim Harbaugh's days at Stanford when he had Andrew Luck. Justin Herbert is what, top 5, top 10 quarterback in the NFL? After his performance, it's going to be hard for people to defend and say he's still a top 5 quarterback, because it wouldn't surprise me on social media if people call Justin Herbert overrated or a playoff choker. And honestly, if you want to say playoff choker, I mean, look, think about it. If this were Lamar Jackson, what would we be saying? If this were Lamar Jackson, had Lamar Jackson had a performance like Justin Herbert had, what would we be saying? Oh, the media would kill him. They would kill him. So if we're going to be consistent and if we're going to be fair and objective, that same energy has to apply to Justin Herbert too. Justin Herbert cannot get a pass because he's too gifted, he's too talented of a quarterback to perform this bad. And he's going to have to deal with a lot this offseason. And what I mean by that, a lot this offseason, he's going to have to deal with the narrative of being a playoff choker. Or can he be the guy for the Chargers? And with the Chargers, look, you've had exceptional quarterback play from Dan Fouts, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers. Still couldn't manage to win a Super Bowl. Is it fair to say that Justin Herbert might fall into that category? Because even though he is 26 years old, and this is his first year with Jim Harbaugh as his head coach, keep in mind, look at the division that he plays. The AFC West. Kansas City is still there. Patrick Mahomes is still 29 years old. Andy Reid is still there as his head coach. They still ain't going anywhere. And let's not ignore the Denver Broncos. With the year that Bo Nix has had, look at what Sean Payton has done with this team. I'm just afraid with Justin Herbert, he may be an afterthought. A great quarterback, young, talented quarterback, has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, but I'm afraid he's going to be viewed as an afterthought. That's what I fear. And until he performs well in the playoffs and wins, he's going to have to deal with the label of being a playoff choker. Now, had he played well against the Houston Texans and still lost, no, I wouldn't call him a playoff choker. But it's the fact that not only that he lost, but how he looked while he lost. That's what hurts him. And that's what's going to hurt Chargers fans and Justin Herbert fans. He's going to have to deal with that in the offseason. So those are my thoughts. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section below. What do you make of the Los Angeles Chargers versus Houston Texans game? Do you think that Justin Herbert is now a playoff choker or overrated? And so much more. It's your boy Sports PSP. Please enjoy the rest of your evening and peace.